everyone, it's Zoe and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope everyone has had a great week. For today's video, I'll be taking you guys through the everyday steps of my morning makeup routine before I head to school. It's currently 7:20 a.m. and I normally leave for school at around 8:10. So I normally do my makeup routine around this time anyways. So I'll just be taking you guys through the step-by-step process of how to do my makeup in the morning. It's not anything super glam. I don't use any eyeshadow. It's kind of just a basic, neutral, everyday kind of skin and brows combo. Okay, so to start off, to prime my skin, I'm going to be using the Touch in Soul No Problem Primer. I absolutely love this primer so much. It's so good. I just take about one pump of it, and then I just kind of lather this all over my face. Now next is foundation, so I'm just going to pull the bangs of my hair back, just so I don't get any foundation on them. Just in a quick little bun. And now I'm going to head in and cover my face with foundation. I always use the Sephora collection one. This is in shade 22 Light. I just really like this one because it is full coverage, but it's not like full coverage, so it kind of just gives you the perfect natural glow, and especially if you match it perfectly to your skin tone, it looks really nice. So I'm just gonna take one pump of this on a beauty blender like so, and I'm just gonna dab it on the four corners of my face and then just blend it out. Now I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in shade number 20 to just put this slightly under my eyes and on my chin. I used to put this also right here in my T-zone, but it started clumping up around my eyebrows and my nose bridge, and I really didn't like how that looked, so I actually stopped putting this concealer there, and I just put my NARS one there just to lighten it up a bit. I don't know why that was happening. Maybe it was the primer, maybe I put too much foundation in that area. But ever since I stopped doing it, it's looked much better, so I'm just gonna keep it that way. Okay, now that that concealer's done, I can put my glasses back on, and I'm just gonna grab a dry beauty sponge to apply the NARS concealer just on my chin and any areas where I have some blemishes. So I'm just gonna grab my NARS concealer in shade Vanilla, and you can keep your glasses on for this step depending on where the blemishes are that you want to cover up. This is my favorite concealer for covering pimples. It has the right amount of coverage, so it hides them. So I'm just gonna put this on my chin and up in here. I'm just gonna do a little bit on my cheeks, the tip of my nose for that little highlight, and then right in here, blend that out, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit on my T-zone. And that's all for concealer. Now, just to lighten my skin up a little bit more, I'm just gonna grab my Anastasia Cream Contour Kit and just put a little bit of the lighter shades under my eyes. So I'm just gonna take the lightest shade here and just put a little bit of this right under my eye, and then on the other eye. And then I'm gonna blend it out using the second darkest, second lightest, just right underneath. I'm gonna do a mix of them on my chin, and then I mix them a little bit on my forehead. And then just to blend the final ones out down here, I'm gonna grab a little bit of this yellow shade and just put it lower, below it. And because the areas I'm highlighting where the foundation is, it'll look like my face is kind of contoured. So then I'm just gonna grab a little bit of the second lightest shade again, just put a little bit down here, just to really make my foundation contour pop. A little bit of the banana and a little bit of the normal one, and just kind of blend them out. And that's really it for the contouring step. Next up, I'm going to move on to powder. So today I'm just going to be using the It Cosmetics by My Pores powder. I'm just going to pour a little bit of this into the cap. I almost just dropped it. That would have been a absolute mess to clean up. Alright, now that that's all poured in here, I'm just going to grab a little bit on this angled beauty blender and just blend that around my face. So just where the contour is not, so just under here, a bit under my nose, under my eyes, and then just my T-zone. Now that that's all done, we're gonna move on to brow. I normally do my brows while the powder is baking, so I'm just gonna grab a spoolie and I'm just gonna shape them first. I don't really do anything crazy with my brows for school because I just don't want them to look too bold and dramatic, because then it'll kind of take everything else away from my face. It'll just look very out of place. So normally for school, I have two options. I either use a powder or I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I'm just gonna use the brow pencil today. And I'm just gonna lightly go in and just fill in some areas of my brows that aren't as full, just so they look a little more full. I don't really trace them out for school, so I kind of just lightly go in with a pencil. And that's all I'm really going to do for my eyebrows. Now I'm just going to move on to mascara. So I already went ahead and I curled my lashes. Now I'm going to be using my favorite mascara, the Benefit They Are Real Mascara, and just apply a good coat of this. I'm just going to blink a bit. I'm not going really in depth of describing what's happening with the mascara. You'll see why in next week's video. A little hint about what next week's video is about. I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. A little blink and a wiggle. And that is it for mascara. I'm just going to take off all of the baking powder just because we're done with that. I just keep it on when I do my mascara and brows. I don't need to bake for that long. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm gonna wipe it all off. Now that that is off, it's time to move on to highlighter. So for highlight, I do like to go a little bit heavier than this look and do a blinding highlight. Not too blinding, but I do want it to stand out. So I'm gonna be using the Becca Opal highlighter here. And this one is great if you really want that bronzy glow. I'm just gonna pop that on. Nothing too crazy, just something kind of simple. And then the final step is just to spray it with some setting spray. So this is just the Morphe setting spray. I love this one because it smells so good. Then I'm just gonna take a palette or something, because I don't have a fan, to just kind of fan it out. This is the Paris Hilton Girl Boss palette. The reason I have it here for fanning is because I really don't like this palette, so I just use it for fanning. It's all shimmers and they're not very good, so I would recommend another palette. And that's it for today's look. So that is it for my everyday natural school look. I don't really do any lips. Sometimes I throw out some chapstick or a light lip gloss depending on the mood. But that is normally all that I do. Sometimes afterwards I go back in with a little more concealer to cover up some certain areas on my face that I just saw in the mirror there. But nothing too crazy. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Be sure to give it a huge thumbs up and leave any other video ideas or any comments down below. If you're not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Also follow my Instagram at beautythroughtheeyesofzoe to see fun looks that I create throughout the week on myself and on friends. I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!